Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson from Ponca City Public Schools, and today it's all about Pohai track with the head track coach for the Ponca City High School Wildcats. It is Coach Steve McHenry. And Coach McHenry, regionals, just got done with regionals, and not a bad showing at all. You got to be proud of your athletes.
Yes, we were. We got 5 kids to state in 3 events, and we had a number that were finishing the top 7, and you got to be in the top 7 to get to make it to state. We had several that were not make it as distant qualifiers, but they had an opportunity. But they performed well. I think we were running our best at the end of the season, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it is the end of the season. In fact, the state track meet is this weekend. And so our Wildcats will be traveling down. And how does that work? Do you take a bus, take a couple Suburbans? What do you
Well, we usually take Suburbans when we have like a small number, and that's what we have. We'll just take a couple of Suburbans.
Yeah, now can you tell us a little bit about where's the state meet held? Can we go as spectators and what to look for?
Yes, it's held Friday and Saturday at Ardmore High School, and you can go, and I think they have the ability to stream it online. I know they did the 4A, 2A state track meet, and they weren't 100% sure on the big school track meet, but I think that opportunity is there. I'm not sure. You have to go to the OSSA website to get that information, but anyone can go to the meet if they want to.
Yeah, for sure. Cheer on our Wildcats. Well, that's exciting for the Pohai track team. And what are you looking for in the state tournament with these different events?
Well, we got a mile relay in that they ran their best time of the year. We're excited about that, and I just want them to finish strong. You know, in the past we've had kids and relays that were just happy to be there, but this year, I mean, I want these guys to go there and like a business trip. I always tell them, and we want to go do well, not just run the race and be done. And our 800 runner Andrew Mitchell, he's like 4th right now going into state, so he's going to have a chance to be on the medal stand. And then our high jumper, Victor Morfin, he's high jumped 6'2", and he got in at 5'10" on Saturday, so he can actually improve at least 4 inches if he just jumps his best, and hopefully goes higher than that. But so we got room for improvement, so we want to see that.
Yeah, for sure. Coach McHenry is our guest on this edition of Coach's Corner, talking Pohai track, and seniors on the squad, those team leaders that are out there and showing the way for the younger underclassmen. And can you give some shout outs to some of those seniors who, I mean, some of them have wrapped up their career and some of them are going to state. Right. Can you highlight some of those for us?
Well, I started with Mason Blahoviak. He's been he qualified to state in cross country, and one of our top returning runners. Unfortunately, about mid-season, he had 2 stress fractures and his foot, and hasn't been able to run since. So we missed him. We qualified on the 2-mile relay last year, and he's a big part of it. And we missed him, and we didn't qualify in that relay. And I feel terrible for him.
Yeah.
But I'd like to shout out for him because he's a big part of our program. Andrew Mitchell's been there 4 years. Caleb Settle and Kason Badley in the shot and disc. Can't forget those guys. Makai Shields, shot and disc. And we have a couple of guys, Tristan Feathers and Tyler Epperson, that are seniors that have been with us for since their junior high career. And they're not one of the, the big names. They're not on the relays, but they run individual events. You never hear about them, but I give them a shout out because they've done a good job for us throughout their career.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Pohai track and a good season. What's the off season look like for the track team? I mean, state this weekend, but come Sunday morning, the season's in the books for another year.
That's true. I mean, it's kind of different for track. It's a spring only sport. We don't have all season track in the fall. I coach football, and everyone coaches another sport. So
yeah.
We got to finish this school year out, and monitor the kids, obviously. But once we're done, when school's out, they're a lot of them run cross country, so that helps. And then we have a number that play other sports that come. Then we just got a small handful that just run track. So, but I mean, that for them, that's the tough part because
Right.
they don't actually have their sport until January. So
Yeah. So they've got to go out on their own and,
Right.
and continue their training and
exactly.
stuff like that. Yeah,
We got to trust them and hope that they do that. And
Yeah.
the ones that when they finish cross country, they start kind of an off season with Coach Others
Sure.
until we're done with football. But that's kind of it. It's not. I mean, it's mainly a spring sport. It's kind of
Yeah.
strange, but it is.
Yeah, for sure. Coach McHenry, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
That is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. And we thank our Coach McHenry here for being on the show. And until next time, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Sean, for Ponca City Public Schools. And remember, Wildcats, hold that line.